Ugh, this time it works. That's not what I wanted. Well, we're just going to go with it. I'm sorry, everybody. That thumbnail's ridiculous. The title's ridiculous. I'll try to fix all that after the live stream. But if you're tuning in now, this is our little close-up stream because Pebble and Culotte are going home today. It is their adoption day, and I know people are coming in late, and I'm trying to talk to the people that are watching it live, so I'll have to repeat all that. So we'll give it a minute, but at least the stream's working this time, and I hope you're watching. In fact, since we're doing this, and I need to let everybody have a minute to get in the door, so to speak, let's start with our little waves goodbye, as we always do. I've been starting to do those on the close-up streams instead of doing them on the live, usual live stream. So let's get that done, and I'll do it by turning the camera around, pointed at us. Hang on. Hi, yes, Culotte's very interested in that. Okay, Culotte, say goodbye to everybody. Come on, you've been here a long time, Culotte. Okay, you've been here a long time, so you should at least be able to give a good wave. There you go. There you go. What did you learn while you were at the academy, Culotte? You learned how to wave goodbye. And Pebble, how about you? What did you learn while you were at the academy? You learned how to make a lot of friends, didn't you? Okay, those were pretty good waves, kids. All right. So, camera, there we go. All right, so there, we got that formality out of the way, and I think most people have come in. So again, this is our little close-up stream that is Culotte and Pebble's last little close-up stream because they're getting adopted this morning. Now, I just got a message from their adopter. It said they're running a little behind this morning, and so we're expecting their adopter to pick them up at 10:30. That's 10:30 Kitten Academy time, East Coast time, and yes, they are adopted together. They are going to South Carolina. I should know this, but I'm really bad about remembering things like that. So one of the Carolinas, and they are driving there over 2 days. Their adopters have arranged to drive halfway today and stay at a hotel and then drive the other half tomorrow. That way they don't have to be too stressed out about the litter boxes and stuff for too long. I think that's super, super sweet and thoughtful of them, and really wonderful. They're just wonderful folks. I love it when we have adopters that are so enthusiastic and just want what's best for the kittens, and they've been communicative. We've talked to them lots on the Discord for our Patreons and otherwise, and they are super excited, and that makes us super excited. It's exactly what we want for these kittens and for all of our kittens, and so I'm really excited to meet them for the first time and to see them take these two kittens home with them. Now, if you guys have been watching the close-up streams, I'm not the close-up, the regular Kitten Academy live stream, you know that Pebble and Culotte have been spending a lot of time together. They were just snuggled up all this morning in the cat tree on the stream, and it was adorable. And it's been just wonderful seeing that progress for both of them because if you remember, Pebble came in obviously in a completely different class than Culotte, and when they applied to adopt them together, they had never even met. But they said, we think Pebble and Culotte would make a great pair, and we said, well, we'll start bringing them together for you so that they know each other by the time you take them home. And the first time that we brought Pebble and Culotte together, it was not friendly. It wasn't the friendliest meeting. It's actually on one of the close-up streams, I think, but I can't remember which one. But Culotte is the one that is most resistant to change. Pebble is just always up for whatever's going on. Culotte doesn't take changes too well, and hopefully doesn't get too stressed out by her big move with her sister there. So at first, Culotte was hissy and angry at Pebble, and that actually lasted for weeks, as we had them meet on and off. And it's a good lesson about introducing cats in general, that you got to take it real slow, and a lot of times it seems like it's just never going to get better. I'll be honest, there were some times when, bringing Culotte and Pebble together and seeing, that how they weren't getting along really sort of made me despair a little bit. I felt some despair, but I knew if we kept it up that there was a good chance that they would get along. And that's exactly what happened. We just kept trying. We took it easy. We took it real slow. And we tried to make it comfortable for them over and over and over again by, separating them if there was a complaint and then slowly bringing them together and picking the calm moments when they were tired to bring them together. And eventually, it just got better and better. There were times then when they would play together. We'd get them to play together. Even if they wouldn't hang out, they could play because the play would be mutually distracting. And then we'd get them to eat together. And that was another big step forward, even though they wouldn't hang out. But the best step, the most incredible part, is when they finally started snuggling up to nap together. And I knew then that they were sisters, that they'd really accepted each other. So I'm super, super glad to see them go together, and I'm really glad that it worked out that way for them. And I think they're a great pair for their adopter, too, because they've got such different personalities where, like I said, Culotte is an independent cat who, a lot of times she'll do her own thing. At night, she wants to sleep near you, but she's the one that's most likely to be sleeping down by your feet or even off to the side of the bed somewhere. Where Pebble is, I would almost describe as needy, where she always wants others around. She wants to be involved in whatever you're doing. She's always interested in her humans above anything else, and she likes to snuggle up in the bed. She either likes to sleep on your pillow or on your face or even under the blankets. She's got to be right there with you all the time. So I think they're a great pair, and that they are always going to be a great pair for somebody that appreciates having that range of personality. I'm going to be really sad to see the two of them go. I mean, I don't want to bring the tone down here, but I'm just thrilled they're going to such good adopters, because it could be a lot harder on me if I didn't feel so great about the folks that were adopting them. But fortunately, we've been blessed with a lot of good adopters, and it really makes all the difference. So that's it. I mean, that's really, I don't know what else I had to talk about this morning. Now, Brooke and Belle are both doing great, and I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of Brooke. In fact, I'll tell you, I don't know, I haven't finalized any plans yet, but because we're planning on getting that other mom cat tomorrow, and we like to keep mom cats in a slightly less open area than the main kitten room, I think we're going to put the new mom cat in the second annex. And I think we're going to put, I think I'm going to try to move Brooke to the main room, at least on and off, so that she gets a little more visibility to the faculty and everything else and us. And I think it'll be good for her. But I may not do that on day one, especially, at the very least, I'm going to have to clean the main room and sort of sterilize everything like we always do. And I think there's going to be a lot of stuff we're going to get rid of potentially too, or at least clean better than usual. So there's going to be some time down where we're going to be cleaning the main room. But I think I might go beyond that, because if you guys remember, after we had Whimsy in, Whimsy was the one that liked to dig in her water bowl, and she actually sort of ruined part of the floor in the kitten room. And at that time, I got all the supplies I would need to refinish that floor and make it really, really nice. So I might actually take this break in classes in the main room and use that opportunity to do that project, to refinish that floor and make it all nice again. So the next class can destroy it, everybody needs their turn. So that might be what I'm going to do, or if it turns out to just be too much for the amount of time I have, then maybe I won't do it. I don't know. No promises, but that's what I'm thinking right now, is I'd really like to do that. So I was saying Brooke. So Brooke's probably going to get moved into the main room anyway, eventually, or at least spend some time there, instead of spending all of her time in the spare bedroom. Belle, by the way, is also great. I weighed Belle this morning. She had a perfect weigh-in, and she's feeling good, and you can see her on the regular stream all the time. So the only real news for Belle is that she is doing fantastic, and every morning when I pick her up to weigh her, her belly is bigger and bigger. This morning when I picked her up, I was just like, wow. So who knows if it's 3 kittens, if it's more kittens, when they're coming. We don't know any of that. Soon, though. Soon is all that we know. But it's wonderful that they're all healthy. Speaking of all healthy, I should just mention about Brooke that every time I check her blood sugar, it's normal. So I don't know. Again, I still don't know what that means. And we're still taking our time to sort of figure it out, make sure it's all good. I know a lot of people have told me that Brooks might have this thing, where they just get so stressed out by going to the vet that it raises their blood sugar. And I mentioned that to the vet, and the vet said, yeah, that is a thing that happens, but I wouldn't expect it to raise it that much. So it's not ruling it out. It's just saying that the vet doesn't think that it's very likely. But I'll be honest, right now it seems like the best explanation of the results that we've seen. Because the only time that I've ever measured her blood sugar here and read it high, it was right after we came back from the vet. So I don't know. I don't know what it means yet, but the bottom line is we are going to keep on testing it to figure it out. Yes, that's right, Chris. White coat syndrome is what they call that for people. That's sort of a thing. So there's ways that we can test that too, and eventually I will test that theory. We'll try to get it figured out. I should mention that Brooke still needs an adopter too, so definitely put in an application for Brooke on our website, which is kitten.academy. Also, I saw my mom just commented on the YouTube chat. Hi, Mom. Oh, I should also mention another thing, just because it's cute. I woke up last night with Pebble and Culotte both in the bed, and so were a few of the faculty. And I don't know what woke me up, but Smokey was grooming Pebble, just giving her a good old bath, and it was really cute. Just thinking of that when I saw Maggie grooming herself here. All right, well, we're breaking in the new chairs. Nice work. Oh, there's a string coming off that blanket. Let me take that. You don't need that. What are you, did you get a little piece of the thread? Come on, you don't need that. Give. Give me that, hang on here. Let me set this camera down for a second, everybody. Gotta get this out of Culotte's mouth, and she's not playing along. Hang on. Okay, just a ceiling view. Okay, there we go. Now we're all good. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I took care of it. Here's Smokey, by the way. Hi, Smugger. Oh, yeah. Good job, Culotte. You show that chair who's boss. Wonder if I should try to trim Culotte's nails for her adopter before they show up. Pebble had hers trimmed by the vet when she went in for her spay. They usually do that, but Culotte's spay was long enough ago now that they're definitely sharp again. Let's see. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but the adopters, they had originally announced that they were going to be here at 10 o'clock, but it's going to be 10:30 now. Like I said, they're running a little behind. I guess I did say that. Now I remember saying it. Just want to make sure you guys know. And if anybody wanted to see the goodbye waves from Culotte and from Pebble, that we did those at the beginning of this stream, so you can check that out. Oh, I love homemaking. What was the lights out thing about last night? Yes, if you were watching the regular Kitten Academy live stream last night, I think it was around 9 o'clock. I saw a strange mess in the main room, and so I decided to check it out with the blacklight and see what was up. The blacklight can help show where cats have peed or vomited. So we use a blacklight flashlight quite a bit, and it helps. You can see better if you turn off all the other lights. So that's what I was doing last night, and I found the mess in the main room. I don't even know what it was. It was either that someone had vomited or peed off of the top of the cat tree, the top of that cat tree. And I saw something on the window, and that's what started me looking. But then, it's just like Newt and Aliens. You clean one part and you got to clean the whole thing. So after that, I took the flashlight and went all around the academy and looked for any little spots. And I didn't really find anything that was important. But I see, Rebecca, I see you saying you turned off my lights too. I thought about that when I was saying the words on the stream that would, if anybody has Google, then it would have turned off their lights and turned their lights on. And I was thinking, I wonder if Google's going to be responding to me saying that for people that are watching the stream at their house. So that's funny, Rebecca. It's funny to know that it actually was. Anyway, I didn't really find anything else that was major anywhere in the house, but I found, there's always a bunch of little spots that I feel like I could touch up. So I did a lot of cleaning last night. And we're trying a new thing now. I'm trying a new thing where normally we would just do Nature's Miracle, which is great. But last night, instead of just that, I did Nature's Miracle, and then I followed up with Angry Orange. If you've ever heard of that, it's an orange oil-based product, and it makes everything smell very, very orangey. But I thought it might help because not only does it help mask the smell, if there's any leftover smell, which usually there's not. Nature's Miracle does a great job. But I also think it might help prevent the kittens or the cats from, peeing there again if it was pee. Because it's so orangey, that tends to put cats off a little bit. So I thought it would be a good idea. We're trying it. It's a new thing. Normally we're 100% Nature's Miracle, but why not switch it up a little bit and see if you see any difference? That's what we did. Are you gonna catch that thing? Yeah, get it. Culotte brings all of her best toys with her. I think it's taunting you again. Yeah, Rinda Lynn, DJ also said that Pebble needs to take this particular purplish pinkish toy with her. I think it's more lavender than pink, really. I guess it can be hard to tell on the camera. But yeah, DJ had said that has to go home with Pebble, so we'll make sure that it does. There's probably some other stuff too. I'd like to pick like one of the beds or something that we can send with them. It's going to be familiar and smell like our house. I guess we'll figure that out at the last minute. Yeah, I love homemaking. I just want to be clear to everybody. I'm not sure that anything I cleaned up last night was pee. None of it smelled quite right for that, but it probably could have been vomit, could have been, I'm sorry to be talking like this to everybody, but that's just part of owning a cat. Sometimes there's messes you got to clean up. That's part of what it is. So there you go. Yeah, Pat, the hammock by the door. That's probably a good idea. If they have room for it, that would be a great choice. Especially since I've been wanting to get rid of it. So, now it's been around for a while. And it's been with Pebble since she was just a little kitten. Hey, Tupper. Howdy to you. So I see Anne and some other folks asking for my cleaning suggestions. I'll tell you again, the cleaning product that we use is Nature's Miracle. They have a whole range of products. They're all really good. They have one that is the set-in stain remover. They have one that's specific for urine. They have one that's like an advanced cat formula. They're all good. They all have their uses. They even have uh, a laundry formula, and I've recently discovered they have a carpet cleaner formula. So they're all good, and I recommend them. What I normally do for the rugs is I will give them, if somebody vomits on the rug, like that happens very often here, I'll clean it up by hand a little bit. I'll use some Nature's Miracle on it. Sometimes I'll give it 2 or 3 passes with the Nature's Miracle. But in the end, it does happen that sometimes there's still a little bit of a stain that's visible, even after I've done my very best. And that's when I get out the carpet cleaner, which just, you got to do it. So that never fails. Also, we've got a big carpet cleaner, and I put a little bit of Nature's Miracle in it. And that also is, I think, helpful. But I also use some regular carpet shampoo. So yeah, this is a brand new rug too, Anne, and of course they've vomited on it several times already because that's what you do. And it did. Some foods make worse stains than others, and that's, I think, one of the downsides of this fancy feast that we're on. It seems like it makes worse stains than other foods. But it does come up, no pun intended, with the treatment that I mentioned. So we've done that. Also, if your rug is not especially sensitive to damage, or if you, like us, have cats and just assume everything will get damaged anyway, I also tend to use a scrub brush with the cleaner. So I don't just pat it down with paper towels, but I actually scrub it. That can help. All right, folks. Well, hey, it's been over 20 minutes, and I want to clean the house before the adopters arrive because, now we're on this topic, and what's the point in all the cleaning I do around here if the one day that people come, I don't do it, and then it's a disaster? I got to really make it work out. So, Bridget, let me answer your question real quick before we wrap it up. Will Pebble and Brooke see each other again before the adoption? No, they won't. They did see each other just the other day. It was like 2 or 3 days ago. I posted some pictures on our Discord of it, but I didn't publish the pictures because really all that happened was they sniffed each other, and I thought, for a minute I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to be friendly, and then Brooke hissed and got very mad, just like usual. So that was it. I think that was a good last meeting. At least it confirms that Brooke is still all like, no. Anyway, so we're wrapping it up. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for following the entire saga of Culotte and Pebble and the other kittens here. This does mark a sort of a rare moment now in Kitten Academy history. After 10:30 today, there will be no kittens at the Academy, but we'll still have our mom cats that are pregnant. I guess technically there's kittens, you just can't see them because they're inside Belle. So we'll say that counts, though. We'll say that counts. And definitely keep watching. We'll make sure that we at least keep our faculty and Belle on the stream so that there's some entertainment. And hopefully the new kittens will arrive soon. I'm guessing about a week, but we'll see. So thanks again to all of you. Have a great one. And if you feel like watching some of the adoption, that's 10:30 on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. All right. Thanks, folks.